Hi everyone, it's Alan Explorer from Wee Critters here again. I'm back again to introduce you to another member of my Wee Critters family. Today I'm going to introduce you to some of my slithery friends. So, what is a reptile? Reptiles are cold-blooded. They have a backbone, they have scales on their bodies. They can be different animals from snakes to crocodiles, tortoises and turtles, and they've been on this planet for over 300 million years, so a very, very long time. And there's actually 8,000 species of reptiles. The first wee critter I'm going to introduce you to today is called Nagini. So little explorers, this is Nagini. And Nagini is a type of snake called a boa constrictor. And Nagini, like Trevor the Toad, had quite a sad start in life. She was actually found in a bag in the side of the road in England. Someone had her as a pet and didn't want her anymore. So as I've mentioned before, little explorers, it's so important that we all do our best to look after animals. These animals, especially our pets, need to be looked after to give them the care they need. Now, being a boa constrictor, they come from the rainforests of South America. And you can see Nagini's got this beautiful pattern on her skin. Again, she uses this to camouflage. She will live her life high up in the trees, and where it's nice and safe for most predators, and she will try and camouflage so other predators can't see her, like eagles and jaguars, but also that her prey can't see her, so she will sit and wait for her food. Now, being a reptile, she is cold-blooded. So we're mammals, we're warm-blooded, okay? We eat food and it gives us energy and it keeps our body warm at a set temperature. Reptiles, they cannot warm their own bodies from the food they eat. They need the sun to warm them up. So that's why generally you will find reptiles in hotter, warmer countries. And she will come out in the morning, she will bask in the sun to give her enough energy to hunt for her food. Now, being a snake, obviously she doesn't have any legs. She's got a long, muscular body. And we, as humans, we have 33 vertebrae in our back, okay, bones in our back. These guys here are 300 to 400 bones in their back, and they have ribs all the way down their body, protecting all their internal things like their stomach and heart and everything in their body. They use these strong muscular bodies to climb on and hold onto branches, and these guys will hunt their food in the trees. Now, if you look closely, oh, she's very wriggly today, little explorers. If you look closely at Nagini, you can see she's sticking her black tongue out, okay? Her tongue is coming in and out. She has got a special tongue, a little fork tongue, and we'll see it a little bit better in one of our other wee critters and later on in the video. But she's sticking that out to smell her food. Snakes and some species of lizards use their tongues to smell with. They've got two little ends and they move it in and out to try and smell the food if there's anything for them to eat around. Now, these guys, although they have a nice set of teeth, they can't chew their food. Okay, so what they do is they swallow their food whole. They desiccate their jaw. So you can see they've got a very small head here, but believe it or not, they desiccate their jaw and they will swallow their prey whole. Nagini here can eat large mammals or birds, maybe the size of parrots, small monkeys like squirrel monkeys. In the wild, in captivity, she likes to eat large rats and things like that. Unlike us, they don't need to eat every day. They only need to eat maybe once every couple of weeks. Now, the largest species of snake in the world, well, the longest species of snake in the world is a reticulated python, and they can grow up to 28 feet long, so really, really long. And they will be able to eat an animal as big as me or a wild pig or something similar if they were really hungry, and they wouldn't need to eat for another 6 months. So snakes come in lots of different shapes and sizes. And I say Nagini is a constrictor, so when they catch their prey, they hold onto it and they tighten their body round until their prey can't unfortunately breathe anymore, and that means that they will the food dies and they will swallow it whole. Now we'll say goodbye to Nagini and we will introduce you to another snake called William. little explorers, this is William, or William Snakespeare to be precise for his full name. William Snakespeare is a type of snake called a Honduran milk snake. And milk snakes, along with other snakes, can be found all across the world. The only places you will not find snakes in the wild are countries such continents like Antarctica, obviously in the Arctic, countries like New Zealand, and even over here. Now these guys here, again, they have these long, beautiful bodies, and I mentioned with Nagini, their bodies are covered in what's called scales, little tiny bits of skin on their body, and when they grow, they actually shed their skin. So you can see here, this is actually part of William's old skin. So when he has shed his skin, he will come off, this has come off in 2 pieces, but sometimes it comes off in 1 big piece. His old skin will come off. And interestingly with snakes, they don't actually have any eyelids. So you can actually see here that they have the scales over their eyes have come off too when they've shed and grown their skin. And snakes, when they're born, will shed their skin quite often because they're born quite small and they grow quite quickly. William here is fully grown. He won't get any bigger, so he'll only shed his skin every few weeks. Now, when we met Nagini earlier, who is a constrictor, there are other types of snakes which are venomous. Like some people talk about poisonous snakes, but they are not poisonous snakes. Poisonous one, something like Trevor the Toad, if you try to eat him or eat a poisonous fruit or berry, you could get sick from it. Venomous or venom is when it's injected into you with teeth, okay? And that's how they will catch and kill their prey. Now, William Snakespeare here is a milk snake. He's not venomous, but he has these bright colors to pretend to be like a venomous snake, like the venomous coral snake. Now, milk snakes are usually a black, yellow, and red color, but because he's a Honduran milk snake, he's black, orange, and yellow. But there's a little rhyme you can remember if you're ever in the wilds of the Americas and you come across a bright snake like this, okay? So it's red on black, venom black. So you can see that the red is touching the black. So that means that he is not venomous because it's venom black. But if the red was touching the yellow, or in this case orange, it's red on yellow, kill a fellow. And that's how these guys, you can tell if they're venomous or not. And William, unfortunately, just like Nagini, was someone's pet that they didn't want anymore, so he came to live at Wee Critters and act as one of our ambassador animals to meet lots of little explorers across our wee country and teach them about these amazing snakes. So little explorers, when we talk about reptiles, it's not just snakes. We get other species, and this is Elliott. Elliott is a type of lizard, and he's got this lovely, beautiful black and white tail. Now lizards, obviously compared to snakes, most lizards have legs. There actually are a couple of lizards which are called legless lizards that don't have any legs, so that gets a bit confusing. But these guys have 4 legs, and he's got this lovely tail which he uses to help protect himself. Now just like the snakes, Elliott here has that special forked tongue, and you can see it's going in and out, and that's him smelling the air to see if there's any food or anything around for him to eat. And these guys like to eat small animals, but they'll also eat fruit and vegetables and eggs and stuff like that as well. So they have quite a mixed diet of food. So little explorers, today we have another great book. It's called My Colourful Chameleon, and it's by Leonie Roberts. I have a pet chameleon, I love her, she's the best. My mummy doesn't like her, she says that she's a pest. Mum said, your pet is trouble. No, I said she's good. You will see she's hiding, Mum, just the way she should. We lost her in the kitchen, we lost her late at night. Daddy spent the evening searching for her with a light. We lost her in the living room, we lost her in the car. I was meant to hold her, but the journey was too far. We lost her in the garden, we lost her in the hall. She was lying on the staircase and had curled up in a ball. I lost her during show and tell, and teacher got quite mad. She said that I was trouble, the worst she'd ever had. Mum said, she is not trouble, the problem is her pet. It keeps on changing colour, we will take it to the vet. I told the vet about my pet. He said that I was right. She has to change her color to stay safe and out of sight. So my pet is in trouble. She really is quite good. She has to change her color to hide just like she should. So now my mommy likes her because she is so clever, and our pet chameleon can live with us forever. I hope you enjoyed that story, Little Explorers. It's one of my favorite books about reptiles. And the really cool thing about chameleons, lots of people think they change color to camouflage, but they don't. They change color depending on what mood they're in. Okay, so it's so important to remember we as people can't change color depending on what mood we're in, unless we're really cross and we get red. So it's always important, Little Explorers, to be nice to each other, whether it's your family and friends, especially during these difficult times. So make sure that you're being nice to each other and ask people, are they feeling okay?